In today's tutorial, I'm sharing how to make a simple increase referred to as a make one. Hey Sugar Snaps, my name's Brittany. If you're new to my channel, welcome in. I'm glad to have you. I am a basket weaver, natural dyer, and right now I'm doing some knitting tutorials here on my channel. If you're an old friend, welcome back. You may recognize Phoebe, my studio cat. She is feeling very lovey today, so we're hanging out together. Before jumping into this tutorial, I want to mention that I do have a number of different knitting tutorials. You can check it out using the link below. I have all of them listed, and you can also find our knitting page on our website, Textile Indie, where I have all those videos collected, and that will help you get started in knitting if you're brand new, or if you want a refresher on how to cast on, do the knit stitch, purl stitch, or other elements of knitting. Today, we're going to focus on an increase, so let's get started with this tutorial. To get started with your knitting, you're going to have the project that you're working on in front of you, and I have a swatch here. And for this make one increase, I'm going to come in and knit 2 stitches to start this off. So I'm knitting as normal. And if you haven't checked out my other knit videos, check the description below. I have a tutorial on casting on in the knit stitch and the purl stitch. And I'm working in stockinette stitch here, so it's knit on one side, purl on the other. Now I'm going to do a make one increase. So you have your knit stitches in line here. So I have a row of knit stitches here and a row of knit stitches here. If you open that up, there's a bar between the knit stitches, this guy right here. You're going to come in and catch that stitch with your left hand needle. So I'm coming in, reaching under that stitch and picking it up onto the left hand needle. And now to make the increase so that you don't have a hole in your knitting, take the right hand needle, put it through the back of that stitch, yarn over and knit that stitch like you would a knit stitch, and you create a little knit stitch right here in that space. So then you can continue knitting and you've increased your knitting by 1 without creating a hole. So this little stitch right here, this is my make one increase. Now we can do that again. I'll knit 2 stitches, and the bar between these stitches, I'm going to pick that up. So I'm coming to the front of the fabric, picking it up, and then taking the right hand needle and knitting, so putting it through the back of that stitch and knitting it on to the right hand needle. So I'll knit 2 more stitches as normal, and then make one by picking up this stitch, sliding your knitting needle through the back of that stitch, yarning over and pulling that loop through and dropping the stitch off your left hand needle. So that's a make one. I'll finish off this row with knit stitches. And now you can see in the fabric I have a increase stitch right here. So in the fabric, the increase comes between 2 previous rows of stitches. So my increase is right here. I have an increase right here and an increase right here. And you can see that this loop here is popping up between these 2 rows of knit stitches. So that is how to do the make one knit stitch. I'm going to purl this side and then I'll show you once again. As you're practicing your make one increases, I wanted to jump in and let you know that in the description below, I have a link that will take you to a sign up for my email update list. When you sign up for that list, you'll get a twice a month email from me where I send out resources in the different fiber arts that I share here on Textile Indie YouTube and on my website, as well as updates on the content that we've been creating recently. So new blog posts that have come out, new social media posts, new videos, all kinds of goodies. There's a lot of changes happening around here at Textile Indie. We've increased our team. My sister has joined the team, and so she's taken over our social media. So there's a lot more content coming out than has been true in the past. So I would love for you to be able to see all of those different things, and all of that's combined in the email. So sign up with the link below. When you sign up, put your name and email in, and then go check your email box because you will get a confirmation email. You'll need to click confirm on that email in order to get the emails in the future. So thanks for doing that, and I look forward to seeing you in your email box. Back to our tutorial. So with the purl side done, you can see the increase even better. You'll see the rows of knitting coming here, and they split, and there's a knit stitch in between. And again, right here, the rows of knitting come up and they split, and there's a stitch right here. And here as well, in between these two rows of knitting, this knit stitch pops up. Now I'll show you the make one once again. This time I'm going to show it without tucking through it. So I'll knit two and then show you the make one. And a couple things about this make one stitch. The reason we put the needle through the back of the stitch right here, where we're coming and we're knitting to the back of that stitch, is because when you drop it off, it twists that stitch and eliminates any holes that could happen in the fabric. Whereas if you come in, you pick up a bar like normal, and then you knit to the front of that stitch, like so, you're going to end up with a hole. And if that is part of your knitting pattern, do follow that direction because it is intending you to create a hole in the fabric. If it does not specify that, then go into the back of the stitch because you want to fill that space in. So here, what it looks like when you've gone into the front is the hole in your fabric right there, right here. When you go into the back of the stitch, you end up with a twisted stitch, but it eliminates the hole. So here we have an increase without the hole. And that is how to do a make one knitting increase. Nice work. Good job learning something new and doing something for yourself. Check out textileindie.com. We have a blog post with 31 beginner-friendly knitting projects to get you started in knitting. So there's lots of inspiration and ideas of different knitting projects that you can do. If you don't already have a long list of your own, that's a great place to start to get some ideas. So find that link in the description below if you're interested in that. Hit the like button. It really helps my channel if you do that, to tell others that you like this video, that it was helpful. And hit the subscribe so you can see other future videos that I put out. I hope your knitting projects go well and that you keep with it. You have what it takes to keep making, so don't give up. I so appreciate getting to walk the creative journey with you. I say this almost every video, but it's true. I love getting to do this, filming and editing videos and putting them together to create something that you can use to inspire you, to help you along your creative journey and share my creative journey as well. So thanks so much for being here. Until next week, happy making.